Lysias, Apology for the Olivestump, Episode 11. Epe de toinun hochronos hutos exeke, autos georgo. Fesi de ho kategoros epi suniadu arkantos, sekon hup emu ek kekaphthai. Humin de memartu rekasin hoi proteron, ergazomenoi kaipala ete paramu memisthomenoi me, enai sekon en tochorio. Kai toi pos an tis phaneroteron excellenxea pseudomenon ton kategoron, ugar hoionte haproteron me ein tauteton husteron ergazomenon aphanidzein. So now the dispute continues over who is responsible for the uprooting of the sacred olive tree. Lysias says, "Now then, toinun, since this particular time, the time when other people farmed it, has come to an end, I myself, autos, am farming it, ge or go." Autos is, in this instance, when in the nominative, it is translated best by equivalency of Latin ipse, I myself, he himself, or I myself. In this instance, since the verb is first singular, we know that autos refers to the speaker. He's the subject of ge or go. I myself farm it. And de, the accuser kategoros claims, feci, or alleges that, we're going to get a ratio obliqua, indirect statement, that epi suni adu arkontos, the preposition epi, when it patterns with the genitive, and the genitive is a person's name, always means during the time of. The accuser says or claims that during the time of the archonship of Suniados, or when Suniades, we might say in English, when Suniades was archon, that the stump, sekon, the sacred olive stump, ekkekaphthai, was cut down, was dug out, hup emu, by me. Ekkekaphthai, as we can see from the lack of a thematic vowel and the reduplication, is a perfect passive infinitive. And as a passive, it naturally patterns with this genitive of agency, hup emu. The subject of ekkekaphthai, and infinitives must always take accusatives as subject, is sekon. The accuser claims that I uprooted it, or it was uprooted, the sacred stump was uprooted by me during the archonship of Suniades. And, secondly, de, memartu rekasin. Here is another perfect, the reduplication and the kappa alpha. This is from the verb mar to reo, which means to witness or to testify, to serve as a witness. And they have witnessed or have testified to you. Now, who is the subject of memar to rekasin? It's hoi proteron ergazomenoi. Those who previously, hoi is masculine, plural, and nominative, those who previously, ergazomenoi, worked it, and we have another participle, memisthomenoi, rented it, paramu, from me, pola ete, for many years. So we have these two participles, ergazomenoi, memisthomenoi, both of which go with hoi. So the ones who worked it previously and rented it from me for many years, what do they testify? Memartu rekasin, they testify to you that me enai sekon, that there was no stump on the property, ento chorio, on the farm, the estate. And yet, kai toi, how could it be, pos is our interrogative, how could someone, tis, how could someone refute excellenxea more clearly, phaneroteron? Phaneroteron is a comparative adverb. It's a comparative adverb. How could someone refute more clearly that the accuser, ton kategoron, is a liar, is lying? So we can translate excellenxea as to refute. We could also translate it as to demonstrate conclusively. It is the word whence we get the English word elenchus. Elenchus is a description of that dialectical method employed by Socrates in all of his speeches. How could someone more clearly or plainly refute or give evidence that the accuser is dishonest, pseudomenon. This too is a form of oratio obliqua or indirect statement. This is the one that depends upon an accusative with a participle, pseudomenon. And here's the proof. For ou hoiante, it is not possible. It is not possible. This is an idiom very common in Plato and others, hoiante and enai, not to be such a kind as, in other words, not be possible. It was not possible that the things which were not previously there, that the person who previously, ton husteron, was working or farming these things, that he caused them to disappear. So it's not possible that the person who worked there previously caused to disappear tauta, things which did not previously exist. This is an excellent example of how it is that a relative clause, which is ha proteron me ein, can precede in order the pronoun or noun that it replaces, even though logically it is consequent in position it can come before.